guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well. I'm so sorry. I know that I've taken a bit of a hiatus on YouTube. That's because, I've had a change in environment. If you don't know, this is my bedroom, my old bedroom in my parents' house. I'm back in South Africa because we have a little thing on the loose out there in society. So yeah, I'm back in South Africa. Don't know how long I'm going to be here for, but well, we just go with it. So I wanted to share with you guys answers to your questions that I asked you on my Instagram. If you guys haven't had an opportunity yet, please follow me on @KingKhanya91. That is my Instagram. And that's where I share a lot of my home workout routines, just because with the I feel that, some people might need a little bit of guidance, some ideas on how to do some home workouts. And that's something I'm very passionate about. So if you're interested in that, check it out on my Instagram page. So without further ado, let's get into the question. Any advice on being a newbie on exercise and consistency? That's a very good one. I get a lot of questions about discipline, about consistency. How do I stay motivated, etc. Okay, so first things first. You're not always going to be motivated to work out. Like, we're all human. So working out is sometimes fun and sometimes it isn't, but we know that it's important for our bodies. The major mindset change that happened to me, and I think maybe will be able to help you, is that you need to understand one thing. It's very, very important. You're actually disciplined in who you believe you are. So I believe that I am an athlete. I work out. Fitness is important to me. Health is very important to me. That is my identity. So my behavior, my routines are aligned with the belief that I have. It's similar to if you believe that you're always late. You know how many times no matter how much time I allocate to, I'm going to get ready, I'm going to, do my makeup, and then I'm going to go out, I'm always late. And that's because it's an identity that I've basically sunk into my brain, that I'm a person that is late. And so my behaviors, my routine, my regimen aligns with that belief and that identity. So if you change the belief and the identity that you have in your mind, soon enough you'll see that your behavior aligns with that identity. So if you believe, for instance, like me, believe that you're an athlete, you're going to start doing things that are aligned to that identity. So I was like, okay, I'm going to work out in the mornings. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to start taking supplements. That is what athletes do. So bear in mind, I obviously don't play tennis or I don't swim. I'm not an Olympic athlete, but I still believe that my body is an important vessel to help me cultivate the dreams that I want to achieve in my life. So, and that's a probably even deeper level as to why I take my health so seriously. And once you start making that mind change, then you'll start seeing the consistency that you want to see at the gym or at your home workout. Were you always fit, and did you have some sort of a transformation? So I believe that I need to just be transparent with everyone. I've always been a thin person. I never really had to lose a lot of weight or gain a lot of weight or anything. I think I've never really struggled in that department. But I do think that what I really struggled with in terms of transformation is moving my mindset from being aesthetically pleasing, like flat abs, toned arms, great legs, to real health, like on the inside, like my internal organs and my brain, right? Because it doesn't matter if you've got flat abs and you've got great arms and whatever, but you have high blood pressure, you have diabetes or whatever underlying conditions that you're not taking care of. So last year when I started my fitness journey, I actually went to the doctors, got myself tested on all sorts of things just to make sure that I actually am healthy. And in the areas where my doctor felt that I needed to improve and take in maybe more vitamins, supplements, etc., that's what I started to do. And obviously exercise is one of the key components in maintaining your health or getting you to become healthier. So enter exercise. And so my mindset towards exercise really has just changed so much, because I'm not just doing it to look appealing to other people. I'm doing it because I feel that it's so important to me, to my existence. So that's why I think that's where the transformation happened for me. And I think another very important mental transformation that happened for me was just how I viewed myself, and, you know, really coming to terms with any mental illnesses that I had. And that would be anxiety and depression, which I've been quite open about. Just going to see a therapist, speaking to my friends about it, and just being more open about these things. I think when you keep things in the dark, they become bigger than what they really are. But when you shine a light on them and you start talking about them, they become easier for you to be able to deal with them. Because one thing that I have learned is that you are not alone in whatever you're going through. You will find somebody out there who is probably going through the same thing, and then can help you and give you a little bit of guidance. What is the most effective diet for lifestyle? So I hate the word diet, because I always feel like when you start a diet, it always feels like there's going to be some sort of an end, and there's no real end to this, okay? The end is when you die. So for me, my lifestyle and how I eat is really just of a person who believes in moderation. So I don't believe in cutting out anything. I know there are people out there who can, you know, like just cut out stuff, cut out carbs, cut out sugar. I'm not that person. As soon as you tell me that I can't eat that, I want that. So I just can't do that. I am the person who has ice cream every single day. Yep, you heard me. Every single day I'll have a bit of ice cream. Now, I'm not having like a pint of ice cream. I'm not reckless like that. But I have enough to just keep me satisfied and makes me feel like I can still enjoy the good things in life without feeling like, oh, I'm just so restricted. I'm so this, I'm so that. Because that just puts me on edge. That gets me really anxious. And then that defeats the whole purpose of me working out, because then mentally I'm not okay. So it's important that you feed your body the kind of food that obviously makes you stronger, makes you healthier, but also makes you a little bit happy. And chocolate makes me a little bit happy, so I'm gonna have my chocolate. So moderation works for me, but I do know that some people are able to cut out certain things. And you know, if you obviously have an allergen, like you have to be gluten-free, etc., I mean, that's a different thing altogether. But for what has really worked for me is just staying true to myself, eating the food that I really enjoy, and making sure that I'm not overindulging. Okay, so now that we have all the fitness questions out of the way, you guys have asked more personal questions. Would you want to get married? So marriage for me is a bit of a tricky one, because I feel with marriage, like, it feels a little suffocating, if that makes sense. I don't know if I really truly believe in the institution of marriage. It's just not a question that I've answered yet for myself. So maybe I will get married, maybe I won't get married. What I do know is that I'd like to have a companion, like someone I can share my life goals and dreams with, and just experience the world together. So I am my own life companion right now, and I really enjoy it. I have no pressure on me to find somebody, but if I do, that'd be great. If I don't, that's also fine. But I do think I see that in my future, but I don't know if that would be in the institution of marriage. What factors will convince me to start a family? I think it really just depends on the person that I am with, and whether I feel that they would take on the responsibility of the family as much as I would, because I know that I'm the kind of person who doesn't do things half-heartedly. I give my all into something, and I think, you know, that's what children deserve, is your attention, your love, your dedication to them. So I feel as though it's important that I have a partner who feels equally the same way about that, doesn't really believe in gender roles as they are traditionally, is willing to, you know, take the kids to the doctor, bathe them, do all of those things that, you know, that are traditionally seen as what a mom should be doing. Because I don't want to be in a situation where I feel burdened by my kids, and I don't want my kids to feel like they're a burden to me. So yeah, it really ultimately depends on the kind of life partner that I have, because I do believe that children are a serious responsibility. They do deserve all the love in the world, but yeah, it is a lot of work. So in terms of career, okay, so I've got a few career questions. Just want to say that I am a chartered accountant. I work as a financial consultant in Washington, D.C., but I'm currently working remotely, which is a little bit weird, because I just feel as though, you know, we're supposed to be social beings. I always thought that working from home would be the dream until I did it. And then now I'm like, not really, because I do actually enjoy my interaction with my co-workers. And I actually have a question here on who's my favorite co-worker. And I just want to say that everyone is my favorite co-worker, because People just bring different sides to themselves at work, and I thoroughly enjoy them. So I don't really have a specific coworker that I love more than the others. I really work with amazing people. So yeah, I love all of you. Why did I change careers, and what are my views on having a career? So I did not change my career in any way. I still work as a financial consultant. I think maybe it's because it looks like I'm doing a lot more like fitness influencing on Instagram, that it looks like I've left my actual career. No, I still get a paycheck every 2 weeks. So that's not the case at all. I'm still working. I just enjoy influencing in terms of in the fitness arena. Like that's just something that I really enjoy doing. And it just gives me a bit of a breather from my other like job, which is more of like an analytical number crunching spreadsheet kind of job. So I enjoy both worlds. I think my brain is one that is really kind of balanced in that way, where I'm quite analytical, but I'm also quite creative, and I like being out there and living my best life. One of my views on having a career though is I think we glamorize entrepreneurship a lot, and we don't really understand how much work and dedication that it requires. And I also feel as though people like to make people feel ashamed for being employees. Like there's nothing wrong with working for someone if that's something that you want for your life, and you want stability, and you don't want to think about a million things that need to work out in order for you to be able to sleep at night. Like you don't have to carry that burden, and don't think that you've only made it in life if you are an entrepreneur and you own something of yourself for yourself. That's not the case. Like I think there are some people who are entrepreneurial, and there's some people who are just not, and that's okay. Like I feel as though I might be a little bit of both, but right now I'm okay with being an employee. It pays the bills. I do what I like doing, and that's okay. So that's my view on having a career. I think it's okay to have a career. I think it's okay to learn in corporate environments how to run things, especially if it's something that you're really interested in. I would recommend then maybe going into that career and in a corporate space, learning from that, and then taking all that you learn in the outside world. Okay, and then the final question is, where am I from originally? I feel like this is a question I should have answered right at the beginning. So I'm originally from South Africa. I spent most of my life in Johannesburg, but I was born in south of Joburg in Vereeniging. Yeah, that's really pretty much my origin story. I went to school in Centurion. So yes, I traveled every single day from Johannesburg to Centurion. And then I went to Wits University, where I studied to become a chartered accountant. So that's pretty much my origin story. I am 28 years old. I live for chocolate. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, for subscribing, for liking, all of those wonderful things. I really do appreciate every single one of you. And I'll make sure to start filming more videos now that I'm at home. I don't know exactly what I'm going to film, but I will try and just, keep it going. And I want you all to stay safe, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye.